feel like I have so many ideas that I get overwhelmed. I end up doing none of them. And even when I try to sit and work on it, I end up getting like other ways and not doing it, and just end up putting the whole experience in a box of failures. Yeah, I'm overthinking it, and I'm thinking like, what are they gonna say and how is it gonna be received, and is it even worth me sharing something at all? I guess I'm waiting for me to be an expert in something, so what I have to say it's worth hearing. But also, like, who really is the one to like say you are expert on whatever? I have a big conflict on people that call themselves experts with any type of credential and they proceed to say a super biased opinion. So I guess we all are experts in our own reality. Yeah, I guess we can say that. Yeah, I'm low-key scared to completely trust experts. Probably this has something to do with the fact that when I was treating for my eating disorder, I went to see a lot of doctors, endocrinologists, psychologists, psychiatrists, nutriologists, and yeah, they call themselves experts on this matter. But the first thing they did was like give me a piece of paper with a new diet to follow, or even like some doctors saying to me like, oh, such a disappointment that you act like this when there's so many people suffering from cancer. I was just there being like I'm sorry, I don't know, I like just feeling like I was the bad one. But now I see it in perspective and I am like, were you even hearing to what I was saying to you? Like, and I guess at the beginning I didn't really have the understanding or the tools to understand what was wrong there. But now I have them. And I'm sorry, but I can say they are not, or they were not experts in the matter of eating disorders. And the best thing they could have done is just admit it and let me get some real help. That's not the topic of the video. I don't want to be a person just uploading videos without transcendence. And this leads me to another question. What is transcendence? And what type of transcendental thing I want to make? All our acts are political acts? Somehow I embrace this phrase. But at the same time, I don't want to give a statement all the time. Sometimes I just want to have a nice time. Equilibrium. That is one of the most treated topics during my therapy sessions. Katya, my therapist, which I send a kiss to if she's watching this, has told me that it's not a steady point. It's more like the sums of ups and downs ish, if you want to see them as ups and downs. It's more attached to flexibility than it is to like strictness, if that, I don't know, I don't think that's the word I'm thinking about in Spanish, but I don't know how to translate it right now. Maybe I should translate it. Wait, rigidity. But that makes me think, is there such a thing as an excessive flexibility? I would say yes. I don't think I would even call it flexibility. I guess I would call it being disconnected. I don't know, I'm thinking about people that just don't respect their limits. It's like they stop being the main character, you know? By the way, I read a super cool article about the phenomenology of being a woman, and this is making me remember that. So if you maybe want me to talk about it, leave a comment and I will do this. Is someone else noticing how much I jump from topic to topic? Do you think that's ADHD? Or is it just like social media fried my brain already? Or is it both? Now that I say this, I realize I'm a little embarrassed of saying that I use social media, but literally I'm being part of one right now. And I know I have a lot of good feelings about social media. They make me laugh a lot. If I even think about it, low key, it was a big tool that I had to save my life. So if you want more on this topic, again, comment. I can elaborate. So why would I be ashamed of use something that at least everyone here uses? I feel like the human race is expert on creating things and then putting stigma on them. Or what's even worse, just create the stigma around stuff that naturally we have to do or we do. Like sexual relationships or menstruation or crying. Okay, I want to show you my starter dough. She's not in her best clothes right now because I haven't changed her, like fit her, sorry, today. Oh my god. Don't you guys love doing this with your eyes? How do you call this? Just rubbing, yeah, rubbing your eyes when you are like tired. Oh, it's so nice. She's in my room because I don't have a reason, and the reason I have, I don't want to say it, but okay, she's here. I'm gonna feed her and you're gonna watch, I guess, if I can manage to put the camera on a right angle and it looks nice. I think that looks pretty okay. Flour, rice flour, and food scale. So yeah, I have to get rid of half of it. I don't measure it, if I'm honest. I just take out some of it and I put it here, and I'm gonna do some crackers tomorrow perhaps. Okay. So she has her name written, so she doesn't forget who she is and her worth. The thing is, I feel the pressure of being like aesthetically pleasing. That's all I have. Oigan, pues, saludos peludos. Vine a la calle a acabar mi video. Felt like, sorry, I'm speaking Spanish. About the starter though, it's just pretty easy to do. I was panicking a lot about doing it, not even about doing it because I never done it before. I have heard it was really hard and it was a mess basically. I don't like how I look. Wait, is it the light? Is it me? Am I ugly? But actually at the end of the day it was pretty easy to do it. Of course you need consistency, you need to remind to do it every day, which remind me kind of having a pet, and actually I love that feeling. That's something that is alive, depends on me being okay to actually do the stuff I need to do for that thing to survive, because I'm not that good doing that with myself. So yeah, anyway, the name I decided to give it to my starter dough, which by the way in Spanish is called masa madre, which would be like mother dough, and I love that. I don't know who decided to do that translation. I don't know what's the origin of starter. I guess all the places that have bread in their cultures. I don't know if you want to have a video about that after I do the research about it, maybe we can also do it. I mean, I can also do it and you can comment about it. The name I decided to give to my masa madre was Virginia. First of all, in honor of Virginia Woolf, the queen. And second of all, she's not a queen, by the way. I just think she's a queen because she's so cool. But and second of all, because okay, so my grandmother from the side of my mother, her name was Eugenia, but you know, she was born before all the digitalization happened. So when the digitalization happened, they made a mistake and they registered her as Virginia, well, Virginia in Spanish. They had to correct her name legally. I just made that connection and I think it's the perfect name. By the way, everything that I have learned on about breath, I have learned it on the internet. Yeah, I love that. People always say you can learn everything on the internet. However, some things I find especially really hard to try to learn on the internet. But bread is not one of them, for me at least. Do you think I should put on my resume that I know how to make bread? If I would be the chief, I would be really interested on that ability, you know? I don't think other people would be that impressed. Depends also on the work I'm applying for. But that's not the topic. Okay, going back to the beginning of the topic, which was why am I not uploading videos? Another thing stopping me from doing it is exactly this, that I don't know how to attach to one topic. I genuinely don't notice I'm doing it, especially because the connections I make in my brain to jump from topic to topic make a lot of sense to me. Like, I can even jump back if I try. I don't always do it, but I can do it. And one other thing is that I want to find something completely original to do. And I think that's, depends like the definitions you take, but I think that's basically impossible. This phrase, you know, like everything has been already created. However, I guess that doesn't mean I have to sit and settle for just imitation. I guess it's just about finding a sum of both, like a little bit of imitation and a little bit of originality, and I find balance. But did you see that, Katia? I don't know if she's watching my video, but if she is, did you see how I managed to find equilibrium? I did it on my own. There's an old woman getting water from the fountain and I'm so panicked about it. Okay, it doesn't matter. In any case, I think the worth is not originality, it is more like being genuine. That's something I enjoy a lot, and I've realized that doing it helps others to also start doing it, and I love that. Also, I guess I was always categorized in my family as the weird one, and I don't have an opinion about that, but it works and it fits. Okay, so going back to the topic of genuine, I think it's really connected with doing stuff that feel nice, because at the end of the day, if they don't feel nice to you, probably they are not genuine. I don't know what I'm saying right now. The point I want to hit is that I'm really bad at creating or doing stuff I don't feel inspired for. And I have a lot of struggles with this, actually, because it can be categorized as laziness or other stuff. When I create things, it's really hard for me to just create them because just create them because. And in general, just learning things because just because, it's really hard for me. Also, I think that makes them a little ephemerous. What am I trying to say? Like, they get lost in a short period of time. I guess you know what I mean. I forgot that word, but I don't have internet right now. After all this that I have been saying, at least there's one thing I know, and that is that I am studying the bachelor of my dreams, which is philosophy, in case you didn't know, or in case you didn't guess it before. I think that in the concepts of Kant, which I don't necessarily like, actually I don't like him, but in his concepts of art and talent and fine art and genius, okay, I'm guessing I can say I have a talent for philosophy. However, there's another discussion there because talent is for art and science. But what is philosophy, huh? That's another topic because, like, is it art? Is it science? What is it? Is it another thing? That's another great question that we can touch someday if you want. If we go by this definition of Kant about talent, and if we say that philosophy is an art, risky thing to say, but if we put it in this scenario, then I can say I have talent. Or maybe I just have ADHD. I mean, I don't know. There's this phrase that says that philosophy is about not looking for patterns, but looking for the thing that doesn't quite fit, even if it's pretending to fit. That's a phrase of Vincent de Paret. I felt cringe about doing that. Sorry. She's a philosopher. I think she's from France, but she did like a lot of stuff in Belgium. I don't know if she's alive. I don't know. I haven't read anything about her. I just heard this quote on a philosophy podcast and I really liked it and I wrote it down and I'm saying it right now. And that's all I know. Maybe I see and I pay a lot of attention and that stuff because I identify with them. This is like what I hear all the time in my head, and I'm sharing it with you and I hope you like it. And I want to finish the video here. Thank you for listening or watching it. It would make me really happy. You leave a comment, you like the video. I really will keep trying to be present in this platform, but also in my daily life, and sometimes those two doesn't really quite fit together. There's a lot of topics I would like to touch, a lot of them, and hopefully you would enjoy hearing about them. So yeah, that's my video. Bye.